What if the key to living longer was simpler than you think? We often think of longevity as a result of the genes we were born with or strictly adhering to the perfect diet. But what if the truth is simpler than that? There are certain everyday habits, some of which may seem ordinary, that are powerful indicators of a body and mind built for long life. In fact, if you're over 70 and can still do these things, there's a very good chance you're on the path to living well into your 100s. This isn't about unrealistic promises or quick fixes. It's about observable, practical signs that show your body, brain, and spirit are aging well. You might be doing a lot better than you think. Many people assume that the 70s mark the beginning of the end, but that couldn't be further from the truth. In fact, these 7 signs of aging well are not only encouraging, but they might even surprise you. So, stay with us because what you're about to hear could completely change the way you think about aging, your health, and the possibilities still ahead in your life. Sign 1. Daily mental engagement, keeping your mind alive and thriving. As we age, one of the most powerful tools we have for maintaining both mental and physical health is the engagement of our minds. If you're over 70 and still enjoy activities that stimulate your brain, such as solving puzzles, reading books, journaling, learning new skills, or even playing games designed to boost brain function, you are doing more than just keeping busy. You are actually investing in your longevity. The act of keeping your mind active serves as a safeguard against the natural cognitive decline that often begins as we enter our 70s or 80s. Research has shown that seniors who regularly challenge their brains tend to experience much slower rates of cognitive decline, maintain more stable moods, and often live longer. In fact, the difference between those who stay mentally active and those who don't can be quite dramatic over time. Consider the example of Edward, an 85-year-old who writes a haiku each morning. Just 3 simple lines, but this small daily practice helps keep his mind sharp, his language skills fluid, and his sense of purpose intact. What seems like a small hobby is actually a form of mental exercise, one that serves to prevent mental decline. The brain, like any other part of the body, thrives on use. When it's not regularly challenged, it starts to retreat. Neurons lose their vitality, and the connections between them weaken. But when you make the effort to engage your mind every day, whether through reading, doing crosswords, or even having thoughtful conversations, you keep those neural pathways active and strong. The key here isn't the complexity of the activity, it's the consistency. A mind that stays curious is a mind that stays alive. And when your mind is alive, your body has a reason to keep thriving. Seniors who incorporate learning into their daily lives, no matter how small the effort, don't just preserve knowledge. They preserve their vitality, their connection to the world, and ultimately, they preserve their time. So, if you're still nurturing your mind by staying curious, learning new things, or simply challenging yourself each day, you're doing more than just staying occupied. You're investing in a longer, healthier life. Sign 2. Strong social connections, nurturing both your mind and body for longevity. When it comes to aging gracefully and living a long life, one of the most significant but often overlooked factors after 70 is the presence of meaningful relationships. It's not just about having people around, it's about the quality of those connections. If you still find joy in sharing meaningful conversations, whether with family, friends, or neighbors, you're nurturing more than just your heart. You're enriching your spirit and protecting your future. Research consistently shows that seniors with strong social bonds don't just live longer, but they thrive more fully. They fall less often, recover more swiftly from illness, and report a deeper sense of life satisfaction. Social engagement acts like a protective shield against the risks of isolation, which has been linked to various health issues, including cardiovascular stress, cognitive decline, and even premature death. But it's not just about the physical benefits, it's about the emotional and mental nourishment that relationships provide. Take Linda, for example, a 76-year-old who hosts a weekly soup night for her neighbors. While she might modestly call it just soup, it's a ritual that connects people, strengthens bonds, and fosters a sense of belonging. The laughter, the shared moments, the "I love you" at the end of a call, all of these are forms of nourishment that feed the soul. These connections are about more than just the time spent together. They provide a sense of security and purpose, which are vital for both mental and physical health. Humans are inherently wired for connection. As we age, the need for these meaningful relationships deepens. Social connections give us a sense of identity, empathy, and purpose, everything that supports resilience, particularly as we navigate the later stages of life. But perhaps most importantly, these ties help foster a sense of inner peace. When we engage with others and share our hearts, we're not just protecting ourselves from isolation. We're also nurturing our internal world, which is just as important as the external one. When seniors actively seek and engage in social connections, they are not just aging passively, they are participating fully in life. This participation, whether through a simple chat, a shared meal, or a heartfelt hug, strengthens the mind, body, and spirit. And this balance, between nurturing our relationships and nurturing our internal well-being, is one of the key secrets to long-lasting health. So, if you're still making time to nurture your connections, you're already doing something incredibly valuable. Your relationships are not only enhancing your life now, they are helping you build a strong foundation for many more years of health, vitality, and joy. If you're finding this video helpful, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell so you won't miss any future videos. Your support helps us continue creating content that inspires and informs you. Let's move on to number 3. Sign 3, grip strength, a silent indicator of longevity and vitality. One of the most overlooked yet clear indicators that you're on the right path to a long life is the strength of your hands, specifically your grip. Studies from top medical institutions have shown a direct link between grip strength and overall muscle health, cardiovascular function, and even brain aging. But it's not just about opening a stubborn jar or holding a handrail, it's about what that grip represents for your overall well-being. When you're able to still squeeze firmly well into your 70s and beyond, it signals that your nervous system and muscles are working in harmony. It's a sign that your body has not slipped into the kind of frailty that sneaks up on us with age. A firm grip suggests that you're maintaining strength and coordination between your body and mind. More importantly, it's a marker of mobility and resilience, meaning that you're better able to recover from illness or physical strain. Take Walter, for example. At 86 years old, he helps his granddaughter carry groceries every weekend. His doctor once noted that his grip strength measured stronger than many men 20 years his junior. That's not simply luck. It's the result of consistent use, moderate strength training, and staying active in daily life. But grip strength reflects something even deeper, a mindset of independence and self-reliance. Being able to open bottles without assistance or use tools around the house is more than just a sign of physical health. It's a testament to your active participation in life. It's proof that you're still engaged, still capable, and still strong. At this age, a firm handshake isn't just polite, it's a promise. It speaks volumes about your internal vitality and your ability to continue leading an active, independent life. If you're still able to perform these simple tasks with ease, it's a powerful signal that your body and mind are working together to keep you going strong. So, if you're still able to perform tasks like this, don't dismiss it as something small. It's a profound reflection of your strength, resilience, and continued vitality. Sign 4. Steady walking pace, a simple yet powerful indicator of longevity. It might surprise you to learn that one of the most accurate predictors of how long someone will live isn't hidden away in a lab report or on a doctor's chart. It's right there in how they walk. The speed and steadiness of your walking pace after the age of 70 can reveal more about your future than many sophisticated medical tests. Researchers from leading institutions have consistently shown that seniors who maintain a steady, brisk walking pace tend to live significantly longer than those who shuffle or slow down. But don't mistake this for a call to sprint or race. This isn't about speed. It's about rhythm, coordination, and the confidence you show in your movement. A consistent walking pace is a reflection of balance between your brain, heart, lungs, and muscles, all working together in harmony. That's not something you find in every person, and it's a rare balance that signals vitality. Take Carol, for example, an 80-year-old retired teacher who still walks a few blocks every day to visit her neighbor. Her steps aren't hurried, but they are strong and purposeful. She doesn't need to lean on walls or hesitate at curbs. Her walking pace is a clear sign of both physical and mental sharpness. On the other hand, when someone's steps become uncertain or hesitant, it's often the first indication that something deeper may be at play, whether it's issues with circulation, brain function, or balance. Many doctors, in fact, will assess a patient's gait before they even ask a question, because it can be such a telling sign of overall health. If you're over 70 and still walk with purpose and energy, you're demonstrating that your body hasn't given in to decline. It's still adapting, responding, and thriving. That's a beautiful sign that your health is on the right track. And if you're enjoying these insights, feel free to comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell icon so you don't miss any more content like this. Your support helps us keep creating informative and inspiring videos. Now let's move on to number 5. Sign 5. Natural curiosity, a key to a long and fulfilling life. Longevity is often associated with maintaining a healthy heart, flexible joints, and active muscles. But true longevity goes deeper. It's about keeping your mind engaged with life. The real secret to aging well isn't just about physical fitness. It's about nurturing a deep, ongoing curiosity about the world around you. For seniors, maintaining that curiosity, whether through reading, exploring new hobbies, acquiring new skills, or simply asking questions, often leads to a longer, more joyful life. This isn't about intellectual competition or proving anything to anyone. It's about having a mind that still looks ahead, that still believes tomorrow might bring something exciting and meaningful. Curiosity opens us up to life, encouraging us to see possibilities rather than limitations. When you're over 70 and still eager to learn, you're sending a powerful signal to your brain: I am still needed. This message activates your mind, keeping it sharp and engaged. The mental activity, paired with the dopamine rewards from new discoveries, stimulates neural pathways and slows down the aging process. It's not just about having knowledge, it's about continually nurturing your capacity for wonder and exploration. Consider Helen, a 79-year-old man who found a new passion for growing bonsai trees after his wife passed away. Before this, he'd never used pruning shears in his life, but now he proudly cares for 5 miniature pines on his windowsill. He says tending to the bonsai gives him something to look forward to, a way to stay connected with life, and even something to talk about with others. This is curiosity in action. Helen's story is a reminder that curiosity doesn't just open doors to new activities. It connects us with others, helps reduce anxiety, and gives life purpose. It also reinforces the belief that life is far from over, that there are still unexplored depths of meaning and discovery waiting for us. Curiosity acts like a quiet but persistent form of resistance to stagnation. And stagnation, as we know, is where aging truly accelerates. When we stop asking questions, when we stop exploring, we begin to close off possibilities, and that's when life starts to feel stagnant and our sense of vitality fades. If you're someone who still wonders how things work, who enjoys pondering what if, or why not, you are nourishing your soul and keeping your brain active. That natural curiosity trains your mind to stay alert, nimble, and alive. While the spark of curiosity may be invisible to others, it burns brightly and long in those who live the longest, acting as a light that guides them through the years ahead. The beauty of curiosity lies in its power to make each day feel fresh, like a new opportunity to grow. It connects the body, mind, and spirit and strengthens our inner resilience. For those over 70, staying curious isn't just a habit. It's an essential ingredient for living with purpose and vitality long into the years that follow. Sign 6. Consistent sleep patterns, a simple secret to longevity. In our daily lives, we often overlook the simple habits that play a crucial role in shaping our future, and sleep is one of the most underestimated of them all. It's not just about how many hours you sleep, but more importantly, how consistent those hours are. For those over 70 who can still manage to go to bed and wake up around the same time each day, you're not only building stability into your life but also actively promoting your health and longevity. Sleep is much more than just rest. It's when our body works its magic. A consistent sleep schedule signals to your body that it's safe, stable, and in control. When your body knows it can rely on a set routine, it responds by maintaining a stronger immune system, balancing hormones, enhancing memory, and reducing harmful inflammation. This regularity also promotes the release of key growth hormones that are crucial for tissue repair and cell regeneration. It's almost like giving your body a chance to reset and refresh itself night after night, so you can wake up ready to take on the day. On the other hand, irregular sleep patterns can create chaos in our bodies. Staying up too late, waking at odd hours, or tossing and turning throughout the night all take a toll on both your body and mind. Over time, these habits increase the risk of chronic health conditions such as heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and cognitive decline. The lack of restful sleep can also make it harder to maintain a positive mood and can lead to feelings of frustration and anxiety. However, the good news is that older adults who make sleep a priority often enjoy better mental clarity, more energy, and a more balanced emotional state. For example, take John, a spry 83-year-old who insists on being in bed by 9:30 p.m. each night. He's maintained this habit since he was 60, and it has become a cornerstone of his well-being. Despite his age, he walks, cooks, and even keeps up with his grandchildren, all because his body has learned to trust the rhythm of a consistent sleep pattern. He doesn't rely on naps or caffeine to get through the day, because his nights are restorative. The beauty of consistency is that it doesn't require perfection. It's not about having a rigid, unbreakable routine. It's about finding a pattern that works for you and sticking to it so your body can function at its best. Just like any machine, when your internal clock runs smoothly, your entire system operates more efficiently. Your body doesn't have to fight to adjust to new schedules. Instead, it can focus on repairing, regenerating, and thriving. If you wake up feeling refreshed without needing to rely on artificial energy boosters like caffeine or long naps, it's a sign that your sleep habits are already helping you age with grace. A consistent sleep routine isn't just a habit. It's a quiet promise to yourself that you are respecting your body and its needs, allowing it to work in harmony with nature rather than against it. And this simple practice can have a profound impact on how well you age, not just physically but mentally and emotionally as well. In a world where we often focus on external factors, like diet, exercise, and genetics, it's easy to overlook the internal habits that can make a world of difference. But as you age, it's the small, everyday choices that have the greatest influence on your overall well-being. Embracing a consistent sleep routine could be one of the most powerful decisions you make in creating a future full of vitality and joy. If you're enjoying this video and finding it helpful, please comment number 6 below to let me know you're watching. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing and turning on the bell so you don't miss future videos. Your support helps us continue to create content that informs and inspires. Now let's move on to the next number 7. Sign 7. Emotional resilience, the quiet strength that carries you forward. When we speak of longevity, we often think of strong bones, a healthy heart, or a sharp mind. But there's another kind of strength, less visible yet equally vital. It's the quiet inner resilience that allows us to move through life's changes with grace and calm. And for many who thrive well into their 80s, 90s, and beyond, this emotional resilience may be one of the greatest secrets of all. Resilience doesn't mean being untouched by life's hardships. On the contrary, it means allowing ourselves to feel deeply grief, disappointment, uncertainty, yet still finding the strength to get up, carry on, and remain open to life. If you're over 70 and still able to meet each day with hope, even after personal losses, health challenges, or the quiet ache of change, then you're showing something far more powerful than physical fitness. You're revealing the kind of maturity that only a life fully lived can offer. Emotional resilience lowers stress, supports the immune system, and helps the heart stay steady. But perhaps even more importantly, it brings peace, not a fragile peace that depends on perfect circumstances, but a deeper kind, the peace that accepts life as it is and keeps moving forward anyway. Take Eleanor, 86, who lost her partner after more than 5 decades of marriage. Her grief was honest and deep, but she didn't retreat from life. She leaned on the comfort of old friends, started growing herbs on her kitchen windowsill, and found joy again in simple pleasures. A letter from her grandson, the sun on her hands, the laughter of her neighbors. Her heart was changed but not closed, and that openness has become her quiet strength. Resilience shows up in small, beautiful ways: choosing to forgive, learning to let go, offering kindness when no one expects it, or simply sitting quietly with one's own thoughts and feeling at peace. These are not grand gestures, but they are powerful. They reflect a soul that has not hardened but deepened. If you still meet the day with curiosity, if you still choose compassion over bitterness, if you can sit with life's questions without needing all the answers, you are practicing resilience. And in doing so, you are showing your body, your mind, and your spirit that you are still very much alive. So, if today you find yourself smiling at the morning light, listening patiently to a friend, or making peace with something that once hurt, you're already doing something remarkable. You are aging with grace, and that is a quiet triumph. Final thoughts. It's not just aging, it's living well. In a world that often celebrates youth and overlooks the quiet strength of later years, it's easy to underestimate the power of small, steady things, especially after 70. But the truth is, living a long and meaningful life doesn't require superhuman strength, a perfect diet, or a life free from illness. It comes from something much more human, much more beautiful. The quiet patterns of resilience you practice every day. The signs we've explored together, your grip strength, the pace of your steps, your curiosity, your conversations, your sleeping rhythm, your mental engagement, these aren't just milestones. They are signs of vitality. They reflect a body that still moves with purpose, a mind that remains open, and a spirit that continues to choose life. If you saw yourself in even just one of these qualities, then please know, you're not just aging, you are thriving. You're still growing, still reaching, still contributing. And that matters deeply. Longevity is not a distant goal to chase. It's something you're already building moment by moment with each meaningful step you take. Whether it's walking to the mailbox, calling an old friend, tending to your garden, or learning something new, every small act of engagement adds another thread to the rich fabric of your life. So hold on to what you can still do. Let it remind you of your strength, not your limits. And don't let anyone, whether it's your age, your aches, or even your own doubts, convince you that your best days are behind you, because in so many ways they may still be ahead. Thank you for spending this time with us today. We'd love to hear from you truly. Please share one thing that resonated with you, or a small step you'd like to take moving forward. Your reflections aren't just comments. They're part of a growing circle of wisdom and shared experience. If this video brought value to your day, we'd be so grateful if you'd like, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. Your support helps us continue to create thoughtful, uplifting content for a community that deserves to be seen and heard. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and above all, stay connected.